everybody, welcome back once again to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress, a collaborative LP series. This session is going to be sort of a continuation from the last session. I ended the last session a little bit prematurely. I plan to end it at the next migration wave, which is going to occur sort of early to mid-autumn. But I had to cut the session short, so this is going to be a continuation session. Might be a little bit shorter than the usual sort of hour length that I usually go for, but I'm going to play until the next migration wave. So it's currently late summer. It's Galena, I believe. If we, what am I doing here? Getting my bearings by the looks of it. It's the 27th of Galena, so we're in late summer. It's going to be autumn very, very swiftly, so the next migration wave should come within the next sort of half an hour or so. So this session will run until then. That will then end the session, giving me time to look through the new dwarves and set their labours, and then we can push on in the next session with getting to the trade caravan and beyond. So I've just designated myself a few more trees to be chopped down because we're going to be building a whole host of beds to place in our newly planned out bedroom area. So we're going to need a ton of wood for that. We're also going to need some wood for this newly constructed wood furnace, which we're going to start adding a new task there, and making some charcoal. Getting some charcoal ready for a potential starting of a metal industry at some point in the future. Near or far, I know not, but at least get some charcoal ready to be made. Once we do get that charcoal on the go, we're going to need somewhere to store it. Somewhere that stores bars and blocks will be adequate for charcoal, so we'll sort that out in a minute. I've also designated in my stockpile area this area to be mined out to sort of widen our stockpile areas. My dwarves haven't mined this out just yet because I forgot to designate the actual back wall as well, but I've done that now, so they should start to dig out deeper. And that's pretty much it. I've also taken off my miner, or my mechanic, sorry. Nizek was on, her labours were set to haul. I've taken off hauling so that she can construct some more mechanisms, allowing us to build some more traps. The rock doors are being placed as we speak. So everything's just ticking over nicely. We've got 11 content dwarves. Nobody's overly ecstatic just yet, but that'll soon change. Speaking of autumn arriving, it's pretty much arrived straight away. Nice and swift. So we get the seasonal auto save, and then we're good to go. Right, okay, so once again our focus is keeping our dwarves busy. We want no slackers, no room for messing about. Right, where is she? Where is my mechanic? Get constructing some mechanisms. Is that her? Nope. Oops, a daisy, and once again the phone goes off. Always the bloody damn case when I'm doing a session. Right, is he burning charcoal now? He could well be. And that might be... Who is that? Oh, stray cat has given birth to kittens. The start of our bloody boom of cats has begun. Soon we'll be drowning in cats, tripping over them as they get amongst our feet. Alright, so things are, yeah, as I say, just ticking over nice and steadily. My miner's trying to get this stockpile area enlarging, is that a word? Made bigger? Enlarged? Yes, anyway. My dwarves busily placed doors in the bedroom areas. Should be enough doors to go round, I think. I hope. Oh, some puppies. We have got kittens and puppies here. Lovely, 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 lovely. Right, this area here is ready to be, so the stockpile is ready to be made bigger. So a little trick here, if you go to here and then is it Alt P? I think it's Alt P. I think that copies the stockpile settings. So then you just go boop boop and there we go. We have a stockpile area which is exactly the same as this stockpile. And then we could do the same for the other side. If we escape out of that, click into it. Use S to change settings. No, use Alt P to copy stockpile, and then just go boop boop, and that should also copy the stockpile across. So two identical. So there's now effectively 4 stockpiles here, but they are identical on either side. Nice little handy shortcut there for copying stockpile settings. Alt P. Although my miners should come and finish off mining out properly because they haven't yet done. Let's have a look at what they're doing. They're storing items in stockpiles. Yes. Good old hauling labours seem to take precedence over anything else that you want them to do. But they will sort of flip between job to job. We've got our tables constructed. We'll just wait for our thrones to be constructed, and once the thrones are constructed we can then start to craft our second or primary dining room in the kitchen area, and the miners go off to store some more items in stockpiles. A bit of digging and a bit of storing, and a bit of digging and a bit more storing. Yes. Maybe I should have... I mean, I'm only mining out such a small area. If I was mining out a bigger area I'd turn off the hauling labours, but for this tiny little area that they're mining out, I'll let them flip from place to place for now. Storing, moving chairs, moving tables, storing items. I'm going to actually remove this stockpile here. I don't know if this area seems to be not included, which is a bit of a shame. But can we? How do we move? How do we P for stockpile? Remove designation like that, and then we'll just recopy it. Oh, somebody's placed something here. What are you doing? Right, okay. Alt P. There we go. Do it again. Okay, that's better. And if we do the same for the other side, I thought when you did the... I thought when you... Even if you sort of built the stockpile whilst it was being mined out, it would still be take effect. It seems that that's maybe not the case. So I'll have to let the miners finish up what they're doing up here before we place the second stockpile here. Can you finish this task without flitting away now? Oh, our chickens have hatched. Let me pause this a minute, because if we don't, then we're going to have a ton of chicks running about the place causing havoc. So if we go for I for zones and we go click on that one there, and we no, we don't. Let's try again. I for zones and capital N for settings. We need to put all the chickens that have just hatched into this pen area. By default they just don't have any pasture assigned to them, so they go running off to the meeting area to cause grief. So we're just going to scroll through the list and allow the chickens to be pastured with their parents. The puppies and cats can meander where they feel like meandering. So there we go, they should be assigned to that stockpile. Lovely. Now that we have some more mechanisms being built, we can actually start to build more traps here. We have the couple of stonefall traps. We do have one more level of stonefall traps to build. We might do that one next. So if we go to the trap menu with buildings, capital T, S for stonefall, and we're going to plonk one here. Okay, and plonk another there. Then we're going to go to weapon traps with W. Plonk one there. Wood mechanisms, and we're going to load it with 5 spiked wooden balls. You can go up to 10 weapons per trap. 5 should be enough here. So we're going to just add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. press D for done, and that's going to be one weapon trap. W again for a second, plonk it there, using woodstone mechanisms, and 1, 2, 3, move down, 1, 2, and then D for done, and that's 2 weapons traps, each containing 5 spiked wooden balls, ready and waiting to be constructed by my mechanic when she's finished building mechanisms. Just going to keep the game running, let things be done. Our woodworker here, Elcor, chopping down some trees, which means my other woodworker should be constructing beds, because we do have a lot of beds to make here. Doesn't seem to be the case. Ulnan. Horston's finished the 30 rock mugs, which is lovely. We now have 30 rock mugs as well as 10 spiked wooden balls to trade with the Dwarven caravan when it arrives in late autumn. Which means Horston will now be able to chill out and do other things. Get his books up to date for the bookkeeping. Keep an eye on the orders as manager. In fact, he's probably the one idler that we have. No job, Horston. That's not good enough. You may be the manager of the place, you may have good stats, you may be a workaholic in certain respects, but that doesn't give you the opportunity to slack off. Not a bloody chance, mister. Not on your Nelly. So get yourself hauling, and that will enable you to sort of chip in and assist with any things that need doing around here, such as hauling stones to these stockpiles, such as getting our tables and beds placed when necessary, because we only have 3 of them placed at the moment. Why is he shifting a massive... Right, are these being mined out? This doesn't look like it's being mined out to me. There's a couple of more bits that need doing. Just going to designate it out just in case... should be designated to be mined out there. There we go. Now we're talking. Right. Alt P to copy. And buff, and there we go. Should be job done there. Rock thrones are done. So many things to keep a track on here. We do have the make charcoal task. I think the charcoal's being placed up here, if I'm not mistaken. This cloth bin? Bar block bin. I think there should be some charcoal in here. Yeah, the charcoal's currently going to this stockpile. We can change that by allowing bars and blocks in the finished goods bin, finished goods pile. So this finished goods pile, if we go to S to change settings here, and we go to allow bars and blocks, so enable bars and blocks, and that will basically accept all metal bars that we make, including coal, charcoal, and other sort of finished items. So bars and blocks. Same into this one. Allow bars and blocks here. E for enable. And then if we go to F1, which is the upper level, go to the universal stockpile settings and disable bars and blocks from this one. D for disable. There we go. So the bars and blocks should now be placed here with the rest of the finished goods. And our mugs are done. A lot of doors have been already placed. So the doors are placed on the upper level. The doors are placed on this level. The doors are placed on this level, so we should just have some outstanding doors down here. Now, do we have a second order of doors? Yeah, we do. We have a second order of doors being carried out here. The mechanisms we're still waiting for, and the beds as well. What is my mechanic doing? She's doing the traps. She's loading the traps. So I suppose we'll let her off. She's keeping busy at least. So the weapon traps are done. If we go to T, we can see exactly what's in these traps. So we can see... my mouse track isn't on, you see. Mouse query, track, enable... a look if that works. Yeah, lovely. Right, okay. So, weapon trap. Yeah, that's got the weapons in there, you can see. Yeah, and that's got the weapons as well, so they're loaded and ready to go. Speaking of traps, I'm going to slightly alter the stockpile settings. We're going to enable animals. We're going to disable animals, but we're going to go down here, press U and J so that this stockpile accepts empty cages and empty animal traps, because currently we have nowhere to store our empty cages. If you go to the Carpenter's Workshop, I think you might find it might contain some, yeah, with the T menu, items in buildings, you can see that it's actually got a couple of cages stored in here, because we don't have a stockpile that accepted empty cages. But that's now that we've set that up, the cages can be taken up to here, ready to load the cage traps once they're placed and ready to go. Whilst we're at it, what the hell is that? Why is there a dead shrub in here? Why is there a dead shrub in the middle of our entranceway? Bloody hell. Anyway, speaking of the entranceway, B for buildings and G for bridge, we're going to actually we're going to build our bridge now. Stick it there. I'm going to make it out of mudstone, shift and enter. And what's going to happen, this bridge is going to be a drawbridge. It's going to be raised up, and it's going to form a barrier when it raises up here. But we need to build a bridge first, then we need to build a lever, and then we need to hook the lever up to the bridge, and then we're done. But one step at a time, eh? Get the bridge built first, shall we? So the dwarves busying themselves. We can now get ourselves ready for the new dining room. So if we go to the Q menu, we're going to actually disable all of these chairs. So remove building, remove. Remove all of these. What the dwarves will do is they will take the removed items into the furniture stockpile, and then we can build a...
Start digging some more holes in the ground, Olin. We've got company.
We've got company indeed. New migrants, it looks like. Let's count them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right next to a herd of elephants. Let's hope they don't get trampled on the way to the fortress here. It would be rather unfortunate. We get some new migrants and they're all trampled to death. Mind you, them elephants are getting pretty close to our area. So they're going to head initially to the makeshift meeting room. Now I was actually going to pause this session when the migrants arrive, but we don't really seem to have gone too much into the session. 18 minutes. It's a little bit of a short session. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to soldier on with the migrants. I'm not going to look at their stats just yet or their personalities. I'm not even going to really consider their labours for now. I'm going to use Dwarf Fortress to read them and see how many we've got. Not a massive wave. We've got another 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily disable all their labours for now. Not consider them. They don't actually look overly skilled in anything useful either, to be honest with you. Although this English fellow could prove to be a decent doctor, which we will need at some point. But for now, we're just going to allow these to be the haulers. We've got a lot of hauling jobs that need doing, so we can free up our other dwarves to do other things. So just double check any dwarves that we could, or that we do need to do tasks other than hauling. So for instance, Nizek, that's fine. Glod, Grimlock, a second woods dwarf, perhaps take off hauling there because he's chopping down some trees and a lot of stuff to do there. Anybody else that we could sort of take off hauling? Not really. Everybody seems to be pretty much busy with things. Okay. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to put stone detailing on for all of them, so that once we start smoothing out the dining room area, all of these guys can chip in for now. So that should do us nicely. for the time being. Not going to worry about their names. I'll get them renamed for the next session, and at the start of the next session what I'll also do is I'll obviously, like previous incarnations, I'll go through their personalities and things and see how they fit into the situation. So we've got some more pairs of hands to help out with the hauling labours, so that should make things a little bit quicker. What I'll do is I'll end this session. When shall I end it now? I'll more than likely end it once we have the bedroom level sorted. We have a few beds already set up here, and people sleeping willy-nilly, as you were, down here. We do have some stone detailing that we could get set up initially. If we go to designations and we go to smooth stone, smooth out these two bedrooms up here, because these are going to be the bedrooms of Flossie and Horston, the two nobles of the fortress. Give their rooms a little bit of an added finish when compared with the other rooms for the vast majority of the other dwarves around here. Ah, that's a good point. Just double check the animal screen, make sure there's no other animals here that need to be placed in the pens. A drake, a stukos, must be another animal that was brought with the current wave, a pet. Polt is, this Tekard fella is Sandal's pet. Some hens, a rooster, cats, dogs, chicks. Yeah, that's fine. Of course, we've seen this herd of elephants rampaging about the place. Just got to keep our eyes on that, make sure our doors don't stray too close. Doors are being placed all the time. Beds are going down. So nice and busy. One idler. Who is that? Dopey has no jobs. If we go into workflow here, Z for the stock screen, Alt W for workflow, we can see that the stocks of alcohol is above 100. We have a nice healthy stock of alcohol, so she's now stopped brewing. Does that mean we should perhaps put her on hauling labours until we get her cooking up some grub? I think maybe so. Right. So while we've got plenty of beds, I think we're still making them. Right. Mechanisms. Let's hope we have enough. Let's build some more traps. The final traps that we're going to place for this entrance are the cage traps. So C for cage trap and place one there. Mechanism. And another cage trap. And there we go. And that should do us nicely. Plenty of wood to collect and bring inside. Right. Whilst I remember, let's get ourselves our dining room set up. The start of our legendary dining room. Let's hopefully it will reach that status. Legendary dining rooms, giving our dwarves happy thoughts when they eat in here. So first of all, we're going to queue up some rock statues. 4 rock statues. These will be placed in the dining room. Something nice for our dwarves to look at while they eat and drink. And then we're going to place the tables. So we're going to go something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again up this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What we're also going to do is we're going to build a lever. So it's capital T and then L for lever, and we're going to put the lever up here. Okay, so what that lever is going to do is that's going to be the lever for the main drawbridge. Get that built. And now we have some of our new arrivals beginning to smooth out the top 2 bedrooms for our nobles. Beds continue to be placed. This is good, we like it. Keep it coming. Looks like we have one cage trap already built. Is that right? Yeah, one cage trap built, one to go. No idlers, that's good. And the tables have been moved from here. As soon as we get a table placed downstairs, we can create this as a meeting hall. Just wait patiently. Plenty of tables up there to bring down. Dwarves are bringing down the chairs first, though, it seems. As soon as this area has been deconstructed completely of all tables and chairs and all beds, which we can also deconstruct the beds now as well while we're at it. X to remove, X to remove, 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 and remove. Once this area has been cleared of tables and beds and chairs, we're going to have this as our secondary farm plot area. We have 2 farm plots here. We'll construct another 4 farm plots here, and what that will enable us to do is it will enable us to grow all underground crops. This will be the plump helmet farm, this will be the dimple cup farm, this will be the cave wheat farm, and so on. Not quite as efficient as it could be, but it's just an easy way to get all to visualize and get all your crops growing. Grimlock has become a woodworker. The traps seem to be all completed. Lovely. The bridge is being built by Nizek. So everything is just ticking over nicely. Ticking over nicely indeed. We like it. All the tables and chairs have been moved. Some prickleberry seeds to take over back to here. Other than that, things are looking up. One last bed. The lone bed. Yep, there we go. Is he moving the seeds? What are you doing, Gloddy? You on a break? Yeah, he's on a break. Just chilling out. Why the hell not, eh? So there's a few more beds to place. Not many, but a few more. Right, we have 2 beds in here, and these rooms have already been smoothed out. You can see it's slightly different textures to the other walls, nice and smooth, nice paved floor. So these 2 rooms are the rooms for the nobles. So let's get the nobles assigned to these rooms. In fact, we need to assign most of these bedrooms, but we'll just focus on these 2 for now. So Q, and go to R to make bedroom. Okay, enter that one there, and then we're going to assign this bed with A. I'm going to assign the bed to Flossie. So this is Flossie's room. And similarly with this bed, R to make bedroom, enter, A to assign. I'm going to assign this one to Horston. So if I highlight over these 2 rooms, we can see that this owner is Flossie and this room's owner is Horston. And this is their rooms. Higher quality than the rest, but they've earned it. And to finish off, we could also build a cabinet and a coffer times 2 and put them in there as well. Which we might do that. Let me go to the manager screen, queue up rock coffer times 2, and queue up rock cabinet, and 2 of them as well, and that will finish off their rooms nicely. So we're still constructing beds. Yep, still constructing beds. 2 more to go by the looks of it. Still some more to place. Still 1 more to deconstruct. Some prickleberry seeds just lying in the middle of the floor still here. Nobody's picking those up just yet. Still some wood to bring inside. There we go. And the beds have been constructed, so it's just a case of waiting for the dwarves to come and place them down there. Once they've all been placed, we'll assign all the downstairs bedrooms as bedrooms, and our dwarves will have somewhere to sleep. Right, just checking on the dining room. Tables and chairs have been placed. That's lovely. So if we go into the Q menu and assign this as the new meeting hall, so R to make dining room, let's get this covering the whole room, and then press H. This is our new meeting hall / dining room. This trap has been built. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign this, the lever has been built. I'm going to assign this lever now with A to add new task, B to link this lever up to a bridge, and then it automatically snaps to my only bridge in the fortress, and I'm going to enter, and I need 2 mechanisms, and my mechanic, when he has a spare moment, or when she has a spare moment, will head down here to the lever and link that lever to this bridge, and that should be sorted. Still 1 bed to place. What's this bed just doing here on its own? And as I say it, he takes it away. So, farm plots. Farm plots, farm plots, farm plots. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 new farm plots here. So, BP for farm plots. And UMK and H. 5x5. Okay. A bit smaller. 5x5. So 1 there, another farm plot, another 5x5, there, and same again, 5x5 there, and same again. That's not right, is it? 5x5, there we go. So 4 farm plots there. Right, this, if we go into the, can we go to the farm plot settings? Is it Q? There we go. So Q, farm plot. This farm plot is always plump helmet. So A for spring, summer, autumn, winter, always plump helmets. We go across to this one here. This is going to be the pigtail farm by the looks of it. So spring we build a spring. Sweet pods. A spring, sweet pods. B is summer. Sweet pods. C is autumn. And big as winter. Fine. It's not going very well, is it? Right. So this is a plump helmet farm. This is the sweet pod specialism. Although we are building other things in other seasons by the looks of it. We can't remove those for now. But spring sweet pods and summer sweet pods. So plump helmet sweet pods, pigtails down here, and so on and so forth. When they finally get built, when the farmers come down and pull their fingers out, get these farms up and running. There we go. They're all flashing. Oh, look at this. Flossie cracking on with one of the farms. One done. And 3 more to go. And 2 idlers. Who is idle now? I ask you. The 2 woods dwarfs. They've built their beds. No more trees to chop down. So they're now chilling out, eh? As is one of the new dwarves, one of the apparent cheesemaker that came in the previous wave. Should we chop down some more trees, perhaps? Make use of the woods dwarf's spare time? I think we should. Just a few more, perhaps. Just to tick off those damn elves, eh? Oops-a-daisy. So a few more trees down there to chop, and in fact this is the edge of the map, isn't it? We might as well just go for the whole bloody shebangs and have done with it, eh? Why not, eh? Let's go for the whole shebangs. Right, 1 there, and move down and sort of maybe to there. There we go. So another lot of trees to chop down. Keep my woods dwarves busy. Get plenty of wood for our charcoal burning industry, which is not going very fast because my charcoal maker is on a break. Be that as it may, all the beds seem to be placed here, and most of the doors as well. So that's what we're going to do. Is we're now going to officially assign these as rooms. So if we go one by, so these 2 are already assigned. We know that, Flossie and Horston's rooms, but the rest of them will just be assigned as bedrooms and let the other dwarves come and pick the bedrooms as they see fit. So R to make bedrooms, and then just basically go around clicking them all as bedrooms. There is actually a program called Quick Fort, which actually I've seen how it works. It looks like a very useful tool to build, place furniture, and do things like this in a much more efficient manner. Oh, come on, I'm losing track of things here. It basically automates this process. So if, for instance, we're always going to use this kind of setup for our bedrooms, this sort of Greek cross layout, then you can program this Quick Fort program to memorize how to do all this, and at the click of a button your rooms are built, all the furniture is placed, and you can also do the designations for the rooms to be assigned as bedrooms, all basically at the click of a switch. But the program itself looks rather complicated to use. I haven't actually looked into it too much detail, but I'm sure I'll get around to it eventually. So all these rooms are now assigned as bedrooms, which means any dwarf that needs to go to sleep will come and claim a bed as and when they deem necessary, apart from these two, which belong to our nobles, so nobody will go sleeping in those for fear of having a real bad time of it. Horston seems to be coming in here and having a rest in his bedroom, and maybe he's having a break. Yeah, he's on break, and he's come to his bedroom to have his break. Looks like he's already feeling at home. Coffers and cabinets not yet built. Still waiting on the rock doors to be finished off, and some more mechanisms, but other than that we're pretty much done. Are the statues built? They must be. Is the no, the bridge isn't linked up either yet. The mechanic hasn't gotten around to that. So I think the statues must be built. So if we go to B for building, and then we go to S for statue, needs statue. Oh, okay. Oh no, they're there. Apologies. Right. My new dwarves storing items in stockpiles. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to D for designate, S for smooth stone, and we're going to now smooth out this lovely dining hall area. Any dwarf with stone detailing enabled will come and do this task. Now, let me think. I think we have enough stone details to do that. The new dwarves are all set to stone detailing, so they can start that task off. As our masons have that task as well. We could also put our miners to have that task on as well. Let's just have a look at this. Horston and not Horston, Karnak and Tyrion are our miners. They're not currently mining anything, so let's put stone detailing on for those two as well. That will, many hands make light work and all that. Get those smoothing out the dining hall. Lovely. So as we look towards the 6th of Timber, late autumn, which means a caravan should be shortly arriving. So when the caravan does arrive, that's an adequate place to pause the session. And 38 minutes into it, that's actually not a bad timing, really. Okay, so all my dwarves, once again, busy. I'm just going to go to the queue menu here and see if we have 3 farm plots ready, but not all of them. So that was the sweet pods, that was the plump helmets, this one will be the pigtails then. So let's go A for spring, no pigtails available, B for summer, pigtails available, C for autumn, pigtails available, and winter is only dimple cups. So that's pigtails. We go down here, quarry bushes. So let's have some quarry bushes in the spring, quarry bushes in the summer, quarry bushes in the autumn, and again there's nothing in the winter other than dimple cups. Sweet pods, what else do we need? Pigtails, we've got those. We got everything here. Plump helmets in that one. Sweet pods in that one. Pigtails in that one. Quarry bushes in that one. Dimple cups, I suppose, in this one. A dimple cups. B dimple cups. C dimple bloody cups. D bloody more dimple bloody cups. And that's it. There's more than 5 crops, isn't there? Am I getting confused here? Rock nuts. That's quarry bush, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cave wheat. Did we? I don't think we looked at cave wheat, did we? So I think cave wheat's the last one. Once it gets built, we'll have some cave wheat growing in here. Pigtails, yeah, pigtails. That's the sweet pods. That's the quarry bushes. That's the dimple. Yeah, cave wheat. Cave wheat it is. Have we got all doors here? No, we don't have all doors. Still a few more doors that need placing. Do we have enough doors in the stores? Don't know the doors, you know. Unless we're still building some. 17 more. Yeah, we're supposed to be building some. I wonder if our mason's actually busy with this detailing now. Yeah. Should have probably left our masons off stone detail. Well, they actually came with stone detailing as a standard, actually, I think. So, not to worry, it'll get done eventually. And I'm going to end the session here. Just Dwarven Caravan is due. I think. It's almost winter, for God's sake. It should be here very shortly. So I'm going to end the session. And, yeah, so the fortress is coming along nicely. We have our bridges and our traps. We're chopping down some more wood. We've got plenty of wood for our purposes here. We've got some more farms going on. I'm going to have to move this office downstairs near to the meeting hall, but we can do that next time. Plenty of stockpile space for furniture, finished goods, bars and blocks and things like that, so that's coming along nicely. The workshop area. We're going to start to expand this eventually with some more industries, such as the clothes making industry, etc. Dining room is just about to be smoothed out, our lovely legendary dining room to be. And bedrooms are pretty much done as well, including personalised ones for Flossie and Horston. So, join me next time, we shall carry on and hopefully we'll have a Dwarven caravan arrive and we can do some trading. See you then.